Alright, welcome to the What Are You podcast, and this is Josh. My name is Megan, this is Diego, and this week it's something different, so we have special guests here today. And what are your guys' names?
My name is Mason. I have a TikTok, Mason Motivation. You might have seen me before, but I post inspiring motivation content on there if you want to check me out. And then
yeah, I'm North. I make music and I run a clothing brand and also do TikTok videos.
Wow, nice.
So yeah.
Awesome. Alright, so I have a question for you guys. Where did you find your passion?
You wanna go first?
I'll go first. All right. So I found my passion. I took Create Reality with Alex Sedlak. I did all the courses and everything, and really helped me figure out what I wanted to do. And I know, like, ever since I was little, I always wanted to help people, and so decided to start an account, start posting, and then been growing every day. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
I don't know. I've been doing music for ages, but like recently, I want to take it serious and be like the next big star. So I feel like it's gonna happen. Manifest it.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to I hate working a job like a 9 to 5. I hate the fact of it. Like I'm doing it right now and it's terrible. So obviously that's why I'm doing the clothing brand, and hopefully at some point I'll have money working for me, and then I'll have a business and I'll be free from ever working a 9 to 5 ever again.
How old are you guys right now?
I'm 18.
I'm 18 as well.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everyone says that. Everyone's like,
you guys not look 18.
yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
It's kind of worrying though, because like, what was if I'm like 20 and I look like, what was if I'm like 25 and I look like 35? That's what I'm kind of scared. Hopefully it balances out, but yeah.
To be honest.
So I have a question for you, Noy. So this is your first time ever in the States, correct?
Yeah.
So what do you think of LA and just everything? And what are the major differences you've seen business-wise and life-wise?
LA, I love LA. It's a lot different from my hometown. My hometown's so boring and depressing. Like, there's nothing really going on in my hometown. It feels like every time you wake up and there's just like a good vibe going on. So my dream is to come move out here one day to America, anywhere in America basically. But it's a lot different. Obviously, probably the best place in UK is probably London and Brighton. But my hometown, there's such a big difference from there to here. Like there's so many opportunities in LA, but there's nothing in my hometown. So
There you go. Opportunities in LA.
yeah, a lot of opportunities in LA. So hopefully one day come move out here.
I thought it'd be like the same, kind of.
Oh my hometown is nothing. Literally, there's just like warehouses.
What?
Yeah, it's quite like a small town, kind of. And when I say it's a definition of like grey. Like if you ask anyone like, well, how would you describe my town? It'd be like grey.
Oh no.
It's not the one, honestly.
Oh wow.
But ever since I've came here, I feel like I've genuinely been happy like every day.
Wow.
And I feel like I'm so abundant with everything, like making TikTok. I've got so many ideas for like music. Because like when I'm in my town, it's like I can't think of anything to write about.
That's true.
And we literally made a song like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like
he cooked up a song with me in there. 45 minutes. I think it's his best song.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Maybe at least today.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, of course.
What genre of music do you like?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like the one we did yesterday is completely different to the one today. Do you know what I mean?
I would say it's like more on like the rap, I compare it like the music would be like the Kid Leroy's.
Yeah. Kid Leroy's probably the closest thing to that.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And y'all are both foreign. Y'all are both out the States.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe.
One day I'll be.
Put him on the track. Put him on the track.
Have you seen that Kanye's documentary?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see when he's like talking about how he's gonna like perform with Jay-Z one day, and everyone's like, "You're crazy,"
and it just happens.
And then it happens.
Yeah.
Like it's mad.
Got to speak it into existence.
He manifested it.
Yeah, 100%. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Mason, tell me a little bit about where you're from. Like if you had a small town, big town, and like some of the stuff you did, maybe drop shipping or reselling shoes.
Alright, so I lived in Houston since whenever I was in 4th grade, and I moved to a small town. I liked the small town, it was good, but I just feel like I have different interests than some people there. I mean, it's all good, all love to them, but you know, everybody's got to go their separate paths. But I still love my boys, they know who they are. But yeah, so I used to resell sneakers in high school. That's how I kind of built up my sneaker collection, is by selling shoes and then profiting and then buying my own shoes. So yeah, it was a really fun thing because that's what I love to do, and I always loved clothes and stuff like that. And then I got some money, started investing in crypto. I mean, it's not looking good as of late, but you know, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. We hope so. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah, so now I live back in Houston. because I'm out for summer from the school. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun summer.
How long are you planning to stay here for summer?
Well, I'm actually flying back home tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be living in Houston the whole summer, and then I'm gonna be going back to college.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what made you guys want to come here?
Well, he texted me and he was like, "Hey man,
it's
you
so
want to come to
crazy how
LA?"
this all happened. It's actually mad.
Because
Last minute thing?
yeah, because I met Fuego I met him in Miami. It was a fun time. He texted me, or he was like, "Oh, I got a house in LA," and another person also said that too. So I was like, "All right." I came back home, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to go to LA with me?" And I was like, "Bro, I just got back from Miami. Like, there's no way. Like, I can pay to stay somewhere, flight and everything." He's like, "All right, man, I understand." And I remembered, I was like, I met Fuego. I was like, I'll just see if like he knows a place that we can stay for like cheap. So I texted him, and he was like, "Bro, you can stay at my house for free." So I was like, "I'm going." And so I texted him, and it just happened like all within a month, and now we're here.
Yeah,
So-
it's genuinely like, I remember, it's so weird, like I got my MacBook, right, and when I got my MacBook I was like, okay, I want to go to LA, and then in the period of like 30 days I'm in LA,
Yeah.
and it's genuinely so crazy like how it all happens. Like if I didn't take, obviously I've always wanted to come to LA, and it's just weird, like, you know, everyone says the saying, it's like everything's like happening for you. Yeah, it's like, I feel like, 'cause obviously if I didn't take the same courses, that's how I met Mason. I met him through a course.
So you guys all met in Miami?
I wasn't in Miami, but I met Mason. I was meant to go to Miami, but I couldn't because of the vaccine restrictions.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
basically, I took a course called like Addict said like,
Create reality.
yeah,
Right here.
Yeah.
And then I met Mason, and obviously Mason, like it's just crazy how like it all happened. But then obviously we're here now. I'm grateful. So,
Wow.
yeah,
I love Alex a lot.
yeah, it's
So
very
I love
motivational.
it.
Hey Alex, if you're watching this, you're the reason this happened. You're the reason this
Look at this
happened,
community, man.
Shout
Look
out
at
to
that.
You're the reason this happened.
I feel like he would watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so whenever that happened, I was like, all right. So that just shows like, bro, spend your money wisely. Don't spend it on dumb stuff, but
Definitely.
invest your money
In
to
yourself.
meet people too.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
you know, it's very important to meet like-minded people, because if not, you're gonna be stuck in the same drought.
You gotta take the risk
Exactly.
now.
I love your guys' mindset.
Yeah, for real. You gotta take the risk now, like before.
You're young, man.
Literally,
Like Gary Vee says, you can mess up for the next 30 years, you'll be fine.
yeah, like,
You'll be alright.
You know what's so cool?
I heard a little bit.
I felt like throughout my whole life, like, I didn't really find people that thought like me, and then now, like, there's a good quote right here, like, I fit in with people that don't fit in.
Yeah.
for real.
Oh, that's a good
That's what I
quote.
think.
For real, that's
That's a good quote.
I just came up with that too.
Oh my
Yeah, that's a good
God.
quote.
Fuego official.
Man, spitting.
Yeah.
yeah, I relate to that. I relate to that a lot because
Yeah.
I used to feel like most people I was hanging around with that didn't have the same kind of like mindset.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
stuff I wanted to achieve. And now it's like I feel like everything's happened for a reason. Everything's led up to this. And now I'm slowly but surely like meeting the right people I need to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put
Exactly.
yourself in good
That's
situations.
what I mean. It's like if I didn't take the risk, like even buying Create Reality, even though it wasn't like it was like a Black Friday like discount deal. Obviously, it was still like a lot to me. But I was like, I'm gonna just do it. I feel like that's probably one of the most beneficial things. That I've ever
Really?
done. Even like buying a ticket to my LA, like it's expensive.
It just
but-
changes your mindset, dude. Like I watched it and I was like, wow. I was like,
Yeah.
I've been living life wrong in some aspects. I was
Yeah,
like,
for
"Alright."
real. Like, and obviously, when you're going through life, you're always constantly learning and like growing. Like even how I see it is like if I can look back in like 6 months ago, I'm like, bro, what was I doing? But then it's like, but in that when I was then, I was like, just looking back on the other 6 months, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
constantly improving.
big
Yeah, I just feel
In
like
6 months, I'll probably
Yeah.
look back now, like, what the hell? Like, obviously not being here, but like the things I was doing. And,
Yeah,
like,
you look back and you're like, oh
Yeah,
my God,
literally.
no.
dude, I think if you look back and you don't feel like, why was I doing that? Then I think you're doing something wrong. That means
Yeah,
you're stuck in the same
Yeah,
place.
you're stuck in the
definitely.
same
And
place.
you've got to be like uncomfortable. Like, the best thing, what I heard was like, how would I say it? It's like when you're feeling uncomfortable, it's good because you're growing and
Yeah.
you're not feeling like. Do you know if that
Comfort makes you
Shout
stay in
out
the
to
same
Kobe for
spot.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to push yourself out of the comfort zone and just
Yeah.
start today. That's literally the only thing I say. To start today. Don't waste tomorrow's energy by waiting until tomorrow because you get me. So
And what are your guys' thoughts on this quote that the 5 people you surround yourself with,
know
like
this,
you become
Oh,
the 6th.
100%. Like, that's the most
Definitely.
like. Oh, that's so true. That's genuinely so true. Like if you hang around literally like people that aren't doing nothing, you'll be a person that's not doing nothing. But like if you hang around people that are motivated and want to achieve stuff, you know what I mean? It's gonna push you up, like pick you up. 'Cause it's like they're like, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to explain. It's like their like way of being like, okay, we're doing so much, right? And they're probably doing the bare minimum. And it's like you see that as a top, you're like, oh my god, I'm doing the most. But now when you're around high people, like, okay, cool, I've got to reach this level.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
I thought I was doing a lot of work, and then I see these people.
Yeah, and it motivates you.
It like pushes you up.
Yeah, definitely. Even like being around you guys, it's like, damn, this motivated me so much.
Really?
It's just, it's made me feel so good. So
Yeah.
that's definitely one of the realest things. What do you say on that?
I would just say like, I think hanging out with those people is okay as long as you don't do it every day. Like, it's safe. You want to go out on a weekend, say you haven't gone out in a month, and those are the friends that you go out and party with, go party with them. But don't surround yourself with that every day if they're doing it every day.
Exactly.
Like the people that are drinking on weekdays, I mean, you do you, but that's not the life for me. I can't do it.
It's all about, like, have you heard about that delayed gratification?
It's just
like
balance,
work hard for like 3 months, and then if you want to go do that, okay, cool, you can reward yourself with that. But like if you're doing it every day, you don't deserve to do that. There's no point in doing that.
Like something me and Josh tell each other is like, we have certain friends that like say we play basketball or whatever with them.
Then
Like,
you got that group.
we'll play basketball with them. Like it's beneficial right there. But outside of basketball, maybe it's not beneficial.
Yeah.
You can't grow outside of basketball.
Because some people are like whenever you're in school, you had school friends, you had outside of school friends, you had basketball friends. It's just a different group for each situation. Because if you try to take one group into a different group, it may not work out well. So.
Yeah, and what I'd recommend as well is like if you've got people like that aren't doing the most, you take control. Like say, okay, come with me if you want to go. Come gym with me. Come gym. Like at least
try to help them. But if they don't, some people they won't take your help.
You can try, but like if they're not going to take your help, there's no point wasting your energy on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What me and Megan talk about all the time is if you're around people that drain your energy after and you feel tired after, then that's not like the right people for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like you know, like you can feel in your body and in your heart. Yeah, intuition. Like, you know what's like wrong and what's right. Yeah. So you gotta make the decision if you wanna.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
You guys are 18. You guys have that mindset already? Wow.
That's recording. Yeah. Just double check.
I feel like I learned a lot too.
100%. Is it still good? Yeah.
Yep.
But like I feel like sometimes when people see that people this mindset, it's like how the hell they get it? It's like they've had to go through everything to get to that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I'll probably look back on this in 6 months being like, damn, I've learned a lot more since then. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like it always kind of goes back to that, but you've got to go through things to learn, basically.
I feel like there's a story behind every person.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like whenever I lose something, I just feel like I didn't lose, like I learned. Like
I made a quote. It was like the only L's I take are lessons.
Yeah. That's it.
Because you gotta learn what you're doing.
Yeah. Like any bad situation that happens, it's okay. Like, cool. What can I take from this, and what can I learn to grow?
It's very rare to become great at something without being bad at it. I mean, some people pick it up, they do good, but I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard not to take some L's. It's alright. It's alright to take some L's.
For real, that like quote there is just fire. Like it has so much meaning to it. Like literally, like, any bad thing that happens, it's a lesson. Like, there's no point feeling bad about it. Like, cool, what can I take from it? So,
What are you guys' thoughts on failure?
I just think like it's sometimes different failures like hit different. You know, like sometimes you've been working so hard and it just doesn't happen. It kind of breaks your heart a little bit. But I mean, other than that, like if you fail and you know you didn't put your heart into it, that's kind of annoying. But if you put everything you got into it, I mean, you can't really be mad at yourself because eventually it's gonna happen. But you just gotta keep putting everything you got into it.
And at the end of the day, as well, like that failure might have happened to benefit you in the future, if that makes sense. Like when I couldn't come to Miami, I was so bummed out, and I was like, damn, I wish I could come. But me not going to Miami, that made me work harder. And then now this situation has came about. It's like you've got to like always know. I don't know if you guys are spiritual. Like, are you guys into spirituality and everything?
I am.
Yeah, like,
I am spiritual.
You always got to know that the universe is literally on your side and like, trying to help you. So it's like if you fail, okay, cool. That either keep pushing, or just maybe it wasn't meant for you, and there's going to be other blessings coming.
Yes,
so,
I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you mind talking about your thoughts on eating animals and why you consider yourself like wanting to become vegan?
Yeah. Okay. Of course. So this isn't. I eat meat. Like, do you know what I mean? We had that head of the other day, and it's like I realize like I've tried to become vegan. Yeah, it's not because it's not like killed animals. It's not like it's basically it's like I don't know about you, but like, after I eat like a big like I don't know where was when we eat.
We're at Urban Place, right?
Yeah, like when you eat like a load of like bad food. Let's say McDonald's for example. Like you always feel like tired and like not motivated, and like you're just like, damn, I just want to like sit down or something. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to do anything, but like, and then, but when we had that, what was it called? That what was that bowl? Acai. Yeah, it's like you feel like quite good and refreshed. You know what I mean? But that's one of the things. That's like, I think you want to try and become vegan because I feel like that'd be a benefit as well. And I've heard other things as well, like about energy, which comes because obviously you can't get rid of energy. And it's
food
like,
is energy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things saying. It sounds like I'm being really hypocritical, but I'm basically kind of just saying what I know because obviously I'm saying it, but I've still like literally had like a burger yesterday. But yeah, it's like saying it's like energy with food and like especially like
so
meat
like,
and everything.
do you think it transfers over to?
Yeah, kind of. I guess so. It's like if you're eating, I don't know, the animal's probably like scared as fuck, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's bad to get slaughtered or something, it's like
I know, like they like mistreat the animals.
Yeah,
farms,
yeah.
And that energy when you eat it, like it goes back to you.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of basically what I'm trying to say. And it's like I've realized recently, it's like, okay, cool, I might actually try to become vegan because there's been times when I haven't had like McDonald's or whatever for ages, and it's like I actually feel a lot better, and I've tried to eat healthier. But I don't know, I think it's something I'm definitely gonna try in the future, but it's quite hard right now. I'm in America, and there's
America's large portions,
literally. So
fast food everywhere.
I definitely want to try to look into it, but yeah, that's 100.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's another hot topic we could come up with, Josh?
Where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years?
There you go.
Ooh, okay. I don't know where life's gonna take me. Like, I've got like an idea of what I want to be. Wait, do you want to answer this first?
No, you got it.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if I was just talking for ages, but basically, I've got like an idea where I want to be. Like I know where I want to be and what I'm gonna achieve, but something might come up and then it like I don't want to stick. There's a person called Jay Shetty.
I love. Yeah. Oh my god, I was listening to his podcast earlier today.
I listen to his podcast all the time, and he basically says like, don't become so locked on the idea of what you. And it was the podcast with Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Yeah. It's like don't be so locked on the idea of what you want to achieve in life because you might be stopping other blessings from like coming. Like have the idea of what you want to achieve and like work to that. But like if there's another route.
We were talking about how in life it's how you adapt.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. Like you might be keeping yourself. Like you might be like, okay. For me, it's like, okay, I want to hit like 1,000 streams, and it's like if I'm staying so like focused on this, it's like. I could probably go down another road and then end up hitting like 1 million streams or something. So if I like whatever life comes, how to say it, like comes whatever like life throws at you, it's literally just keep pushing. And it's not saying that you're gonna fail, but yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the butterfly effect? Like one little thing could change your whole future.
100%. 100%. It's like when we were having that conversation in the car, and it's like if I didn't have this conversation, what were we talking about? And it's like now I've said this, what are we gonna be talking? And I started like, I'm like, what? It's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like one little thing.
Yeah, 100.
Your whole future.
But even this trip to LA, like it's definitely changed my whole future.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, butterfly effect's definitely real. Like, what would you say about it?
The butterfly effect?
Yeah.
I would just say like, I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason, positive or negative. So whenever something like, say you're about to get on your plane ride, it gets canceled, you have to stay in LA another day, and then say you go meet somebody that maybe you wouldn't have met, and then that changes your whole life. Like, it's just crazy to think about how like it's all planned out. It's all planned out. But
even like recently, like I went to this event in London. And from that event, I've made so many networking connections and.
So like if you didn't go, like you wouldn't know anyone.
If I didn't go, I wouldn't be performing in June, which is crazy. Like,
you're performing in June.
Yeah, and it's like, and there's gonna be like 400 people or something. That's crazy. It's like if I didn't go to that event, I wouldn't have made that network. And it's like then you're always thinking like, like I know I keep repeating this, but like the universe is always on your side.
For sure.
It happens for you.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, anything that happens is happening for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then Mason, further question.
Oh, for 5 years. So I want to grow my TikTok following a lot, and then this summer I might do what Alex does, do like consulting calls. I don't know how it's all gonna on TikTok, where people like take a homeless person and go do like some crazy things throughout the day, or like just help people in need, because like you never know what someone's going through and you can change their whole life. So
It feels good as well.
yeah, it's awesome, man.
Would you mind sharing the Coke story in Hollywood?
Oh yeah. So me and Ethan were walking the other day, and
I was so confused. I was like, "What's?"
there's a homeless man on the sidewalk, and he was like, "Hey man, can you buy me a Coke?" And I was like, I don't really know where, like, I don't know where anything is in LA. So I was like, I'll give you $3 or $2, and he was like, no man, just buy me a Coke. And I was like, you know what, we're not doing anything. So I was like, all right, we'll go search for a Coke. And he's like, all right, the big one. I'm like, okay, I'll get you a big one. So me and him went searching. We walked like half a mile, and we're like, dude, where is this convenience store? So
this guy was like, it's around the corner.
Yeah. So he wanted to go find boba, and we go to boba, and we walk out, and there's a convenience store right there. So I was like, all right. So I go get the Coke. I bring it back to him. And he's like, oh, thank you. I gave it to him, and I was like, I wonder how many people he's asked for a Coke. Like, I wonder if we were gonna walk back and there's gonna be like 6 Cokes. Everybody gets back from the same store, but you know, I just like little stuff like that. It means a lot.
Even not doing that felt good. Like
just like little things, because you never know what someone's going through. So
and I like how you said about how it's your obligation to give to people even if you don't know what they're doing. Do you mind?
So I was just saying, like, because you know how some people, homeless people, have drug addictions or they have stuff, but it's not your job to think about what they're going to do with the money. It's your job to help them, you know? So if I give him $10 and he goes and buys drugs with it, I don't know that. I just know that I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do something. So it's not your job to control what they do. But I mean, it's not. I like whenever you can go buy food, or you can go buy something like actual, like, tangible items that they can use, because then you know what they're using money
your
on.
intentions always.
But as long as your intentions come from a good place, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So
definitely,
for sure. And then Josh, you had the topic of your guys' relationship.
Any thoughts about relationships for you guys?
Yeah, of course.
So for me, I've been in one relationship, and it was in high school. It was like when I was a sophomore, so I don't know if you consider like a major relationship, but right now I don't think I could be able to give like someone all my time, because I'm trying to work on myself, and you know, finding a girl like that also wants to improve at the same time can be kind of rough sometimes. So
especially at this age.
Also, especially at this age, because most girls, you know, want to go out and party. I mean, that's fine. That's what normal 18-year-olds do. Yeah. But I mean, I'm okay with partying, but I just think you should do it. You should balance your lifestyle out. But you know, I feel like it's kind of hard to give all your time to somebody when you're trying to improve on yourself as much as you can. So I'm just trying to put myself in the best position possible, and then I'll find that person once I get there. I'm not really stressing about it. So
I like that.
That's what you gotta do.
For me, I'm in a relationship now, and for me, I feel like it motivates me a lot, because I know I need to achieve everything I want to achieve, because like I need to provide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I've got to achieve all this stuff. And for me, I'm lucky as well, because my girlfriend, she's like about the self-improvement as well. So it's like, that's lucky as well, because I get what you were saying about like girls like nowadays, even like obviously boys as well. It's like most people want to go party, and obviously I've got nothing against that, but it's like I've got something I want to achieve, and I'm gonna have to achieve it. So I feel like if you're doing self-improvement, you can definitely still be in a relationship, but it's genuinely your preference, like how it makes you feel. And I'm lucky as well, because I'm so busy, like it's actually crazy. Like I'll be doing my music, I'll be doing the brand, I'll be working at the same time. But if you have someone that can understand,
that's the thing you have to get.
That's one of the best things. I'm lucky, because I'm grateful, because my girlfriend, she understands.
Yeah, because some girls like to be with you, like to be with a guy like all day.
And it's like, and I feel like that makes it a lot better as well, because like, after a busy day, after I achieved everything I need to achieve, I can be fully present in that moment when I'm with her. And if I don't achieve everything I got to do that day, like if I don't want to go see her and then I'm not present, like damn, I was supposed to be there. Like Do you know what I mean?
It gives you another reason to get the stuff done.
100%.
That's how like my parents' relationship was. Like they started dating at like 18, and so when my dad was working, he would work from like 5 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and my mom's shift would start at like 7 p.m. to 12. So like they really never saw each other. But like other parents or like other relationships, that couldn't have worked out because like you have to find that person that you can see like that little amount of time throughout the day and know that you're still okay to be with them.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's important to have a balance. Like
100%.
you guys both need to be growing together.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You can't be carrying the weight. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
For
It's
sure.
like, and you, I literally agree with that so much because like if you're going up somewhere, you don't want to have someone that's like, oh, do you want to just chill for like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean, for like the whole day and just do nothing. It's just like,
Definitely support you. No matter
yeah,
what.
exactly. But it's like if you've achieved everything you want to do that week and then you've done it, cool, have that day when you can just chill and be fully present because like, do you know what I mean, it's love. If it's like if it's love, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they'll understand if you're busy. But if it's like you're busy and they're like literally arguing with you all the time, saying you should be with me,
That's just like hurt.
Yeah,
that's just hurting
fucked.
yourself. Yeah,
Literally.
don't put yourself in a relationship where either you're giving more or they're giving more because it's not going to end well for
It should
either
be
of
like
you.
a 50-50 like
50-50.
energy exchange. Like,
You help them, they help you.
Yeah,
and,
100.
I mean, if it's not like that, it's going to be hard to succeed in a
And
relationship.
like I said before, you shouldn't feel drained after.
yeah, 100%. That's literally like you don't want to feel drained.
That goes with friendships too. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fast,
Friendships,
right?
relationships.
Because if you're doing all you can to help somebody and they're just not, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
It's
time to go.
Doors wide open.
Doors open.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Oh yeah. We've been together for 7 years, so
Yeah.
That's
was a
crazy.
long-
That's
a
awesome.
long ride.
Yeah,
That's really
I
cool.
She was like 12
I
when.
feel like we grew together. Like I had like my toxic traits when I was young,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
like we learned and grew
I-
together
yeah,
at like the
used to
same
do
pace.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
It's like
No one's
obviously
perfect.
I completely agree with that. It's because I've been with my girlfriend probably I don't know for like 3 years now. It's like I was like 15, 16, and I was like immature as fuck. I can't say that. I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
I was
definitely
immature as fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Basically.
Oh, I used to be too.
Yeah, and it's like
I think
now.
everyone was.
Yeah.
I used to be like such like a simp dude.
I think every dude has that.
He was a simp. That guy was a simp, believe it or not.
Like I'm hitting all girls up on my phone talking about like, hey, what are you doing? They don't answer me like an hour or whatever. I'm playing Marvin's Room and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on. So I just think at the end of the day, you have to know like your value. Like
Yeah.
if they don't want your value, that's cool. You know how many other people want your value?
Yeah,
Like, a lot
that's
more.
a
So
For
like.
real.
Don't spend all your time trying to get one person or one group of people because they might not appreciate you, and so you just gotta
Also,
find the right people.
If you're like going to get into a relationship, don't be seeking validation. You gotta find validation within
Oh,
yourself,
yeah.
and you gotta be secure within
Always for
yourself.
yourself.
Because like if you only feel good when you're being complimented and that you feel good naturally. If you always feel good when you're being complimented, but you don't feel good when you're not complimented, and you get into a relationship. Say you guys break up, you're gonna feel like terrible. And you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Became
But,
dependent on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is like don't get so dependent on somebody. Like if they leave your life is ruined because it's liable to happen.
Yeah.
It really is because you never know. One little thing might set it off, and then it's just like it just keeps going downhill. So you know,
Yep.
Yeah.
you just gotta be independent sometimes and do stuff on your own.
And find there's a book I read, it's called The Way of the Superior Man. I don't know if you guys have read
I read it.
Yeah, and it says about you gotta find your purpose. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about the gym. Like,
Yeah.
remember, like you were saying, like if my girlfriend wants to go to a movie, but I already knew like I'm about to miss the
Yeah.
gym and I can't miss the gym
I
because
remember,
you have to
yeah,
go like
sure.
5 days a week, and then you're like, okay, well I'll just go to the movie with you. Then she looks at you like, wow, like. You're just gonna skip the gym. You've been going every day, and you're just gonna skip the gym for me. Then she kind of loses respect for you. It may not look like it because she's happy you're going to the movies, but like deep down, she's like, all right.
Yeah.
And it's also like, as well, you're not gonna be present in that moment because you're like, damn.
I could be getting
you're sitting there like eating some
It's gonna
fucking-
be in your mind the whole time.
fact,
So you're not even there
present.
100%.
And it's like, even she might be mad at you or whatever, but
So
it's like,
that's when you hit her with the, I'll go to the gym and then we'll do something
Yeah,
after.
definitely.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah,
But if
100%.
not, it's not going to be the same.
100%. I definitely recommend that book to everyone.
Yeah,
that's good.
I don't know if you guys ever read Mastery of Love.
I don't know.
Oh, is that by the same?
Don, Miguel Ruiz.
I'm not sure. That might be the same author. What was the guy called?
I don't remember.
Oh, Four Agreements. Same author.
Yeah. Because I remember that on the back of the book as well, it had all these other books that he's wrote and recommends. And
yeah, it's a really good book.
They look really good.
Yeah.
Why would you recommend it?
Yeah, why would you recommend it?
Because it talks about relationships and how you should have like love within yourself.
Yeah.
How relationships should complement you, not completely.
Oh yeah, you gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Exactly.
If you can't love yourself, you
can't give your love to anybody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of the things I've learned whilst going through like self-improvement. It's like I've found like love with myself and like. Do you know what I mean? And then you can give so much more love when you love yourself.
And then you have confidence, and then confidence takes you so far. I promise you it does.
Bro, you need confidence, man.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter about looks, anything like that. If you have confidence, it works in business, women. It works a lot more. I mean, it might not be 100% effective, but it's gonna be way more effective than you being very shy and and the only way you can become confident is if like you're working on, say if you're a shy guy and like you see like a group of girls, you see a group of guys that you want to go meet and talk to, like just for business or whatever.
Definitely.
If you don't go up and talk to them, you won't get better because practice does make perfect. And if you go up to a group of people and you're like, hi, it might be like that the first time, that's okay. After that, it's gonna get better and better.
Definitely.
And then the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll be.
And that's not even with like girls or anything. That's literally like you're saying,
literally any situation, dude.
Like if you're in a networking event,
confidence is so important.
So like go up to anyone at anything, like you're not gonna network, man. Like
because like we said, like if I never talked to him, I wouldn't even be here right now. I would just not be here,
bro.
So,
it's
and
crazy.
the worst thing that could happen is someone says no,
and then you just move on.
Yeah.
Facts. Like
and what?
Like cool.
Literally, it's like you tried and they said no, but you don't want to have them back in.
And if they do say no, don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah, definitely. It just wasn't meant to be.
And you just gotta keep it rolling, keep the ball moving.
Yeah, facts, man, for real.
Yeah.
I just realised I didn't really answer the 5-year one. I kind of had like a briefing. Okay, so I'm gonna look back on this and like, do you know them things where it's like before people get famous and everything? Alright. I'm gonna look back at this. Like when I'm famous, I should stop saying when, because apparently when you keep saying when, it's like pushing it away.
When you will be, or you can say
I am. I don't know, but I did. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, basically, my goals are obviously music. My music will take off. I can leave my 9 to 5, and I'll have like maybe I don't know. Maybe plans change and it's not a clothing brand, or maybe it's another business. But I'll have like an online business fulfilling itself, and
passive income.
Passive income. That's the kind of
That's
brief.
the goal. Passive income.
And happiness.
Because like you can travel and like, so say if Fuego's in California and then I know another dude in New York, like I can literally just travel year round, talking to people,
literally, and making money from your computer. Like
that's crazy to think about. Because I love travel.
Me too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You've got to live like you've achieved already. Like this whole trip in LA, I'm just telling myself like I've got to like. I'm just thinking like, I feel so good. It's like I've got a business that's fulfilling itself. I'm a famous artist, and you just keep repeating it to yourself like you've got to be what you want to be to become it.
And then whenever you spend money to like improve yourself, that money's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come full
definitely.
circle.
And like when also in the book of the 7 spiritual laws of success, have any of you guys read it?
Oh yeah, I did.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Basically, it says about the flow of energy. So it's like when you pay for something and it's gonna benefit you, don't pay for it in a grudging way. Like damn, like, why did I spend?
You gotta be happy about it. You gotta get excited.
Yeah, and then if you're happy and you know it, like money's gonna flow back to you. Like if you're holding all your money and you're like, this isn't me saying not save. You should definitely like have like
investments
and investments. But it's like if you're holding your money and being so like, I don't even want to go buy this food, then it's like you're not being in the flow state. You know what I mean? You've got to be in the flow state. If you
The 7 spiritual laws of success. I love that.
Yeah, definitely. I heard about it when Big Sean was talking about it in the Jay Shay interview. He was speaking about it. Sorry, I just got distracted. But so I definitely recommend. We should do like a book recommendation. Like, we should go around. Let's go.
I read a lot of it.
Y'all go first.
Okay, if you wanna, it sounds so cliche, but if you wanna get into looking into like, if you have no clue about manifestation and like laws of attraction, I feel like the beginning like book which will like take you into so much other books is The Secret. I feel like everyone's heard about The Secret.
I watched the movie.
It's like kind of like it talks about manifestation a bit, but it doesn't get into that energy and that.
That's like the
universal.
beginning.
Yeah, that's like the beginning,
That's
and then
like,
it's like you start reading about thinking. What's the book? Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, Think and Grow Rich, yeah.
And that kind of goes into it. And then there's another book called You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. Is it? I'm pretty sure. And that basically talks about like literal like manifestation and how you can literally be anything. So yeah, that's probably my book, The Secret. Everyone should definitely read The Secret, first book, if you don't know much about spirituality. Yeah.
Am I going? Okay, so the book I recommend is Atomic Habits. In the book, it talks about. I'll just give you a little sneak peek of the book. Okay, so it's this bigger man, and he wants to lose weight, and so he starts to go to the gym every day. But he goes into the gym, he walks in, and leaves. He gets back in the car and leaves, and he does this over time. And each week, he stays for 5 more minutes because if you think about it, who wants to drive all the way to the gym, get back in, and then just drive home? Like, so it's just he starts to realize that. He just keeps adding 5 more minutes every week and he ended up losing like a crazy amount of weight, and he got into the shape he wanted to be in by just consistency, just showing up. So like if you put yourself in a good situation where you're showing up, eventually he decided like, well, while I'm here, I might as well work out. So he started getting more and more workouts in, and it helped him out a lot. But you just have to start and stay consistent. It's basically the goal of that book. So
100%.
I should read it.
Also from that, what you're saying is you learn to put yourself in the right environment.
Yeah, you just have to show up, man. If you don't show up, you can have all the ideas in your head, like we talked about earlier when we were at the mall. It's like you have to think about how many people have like billionaire ideas, but they just don't act upon it.
Oh,
And that's just tough. It's rough.
And if anyone tells you can't achieve it, don't even listen to them. Like this, I was speaking to your dad about, right? And you remember this.
Yeah.
So like, what you think about, you can genuinely achieve and you can make happen. Like, so say we're like 300 years ago, and I say to you, all right, I'm gonna make something which will like commercially travel people around the world, and it's gonna be like thousands of meters in the sky, and it's like a plane, right? People will call you crazy. Do you know what I mean? People will genuinely call you crazy. And then it's like, okay, cool. One day I'm gonna be able to call you on this, and then you'll be able to answer over there on some random machine. The person who literally had the idea, his friends admitted into a psychiatric ward. Like, that's like I can't remember what book I read it in, but it's kind of basically an example of saying don't listen to what anyone says. Or like, well, that's not me saying don't listen to what anyone says, but like if people call you crazy or tell you, oh, that's stupid, don't take the risk. Bro, like, don't seek validation from them. If you've got an idea, do it, and if you fail, like,
just take positive criticism, but never take disrespect. Don't ever let someone just blatantly disrespect what you want to do, because in reality they don't understand, because it's not their life, it's your life. So just take it on the chin and move on.
And if they're saying it, be like, alright, that's cool, but like don't accept it as like reality. You know what I mean?
For sure.
For sure. It's weird. Like it should be just a business book, but I look at it in different aspects of like it's the intelligent investing. And I like that one. Like Warren Buffett recommends it, and the reason I like it is because it's taught me a lot of stuff. Like obviously it's the investing, stocks, all that stuff, but what I've learned is patience always wins. And the people that like hold their stocks and stuff like that, they always win. And same goes with life. Like as long as you're patient, you have
patience
no rush.
is very important.
Like you're gonna be good.
Like that, where it's like it talks about something different, but you can also relate it to
exactly
aspects of life. That's so good.
So yeah, that's what I learned from that book.
It's far.
What about you guys?
I have a lot of books. Like,
name one for the audience. One that they'll like need and love.
One that's kind of different from ours, so it's like kind of like a different aspect.
Have you guys ever read The Untethered Soul?
No, I've never read that. What's it about?
It changed my life.
Okay, explain.
What?
Explain why.
Explain a little bit.
I think I read that book like a year ago. But it taught me a lot about like the spiritual side of everything. And I don't know. I don't want to
go into detail.
What?
Go into detail.
I kind of forgot.
Okay, I'll go then. I don't have a book. Okay, I don't have a book. It's a movie.
Okay.
It's a spiritual movie called The Shack.
Oh yeah.
What's it about?
Yeah.
So it actually changed my life because like it taught me to be more open-minded to everyone. Like in that movie, it taught me to never judge anyone because there's always like you know how Diego said there's always a story behind everyone, and like everything stems from something.
Yeah.
So I'll go into it a little bit, but there was a story about how like there was an abusive dad, and the son like grew up to be an abusive dad, right? So obviously like the third generation son, like he didn't know why it happened, like why like this is happening to me. Yeah, but then like after you like really see everything and like see where everything stems from, like you see where like it originates from. That's and then it'd be like okay, like I can't judge, like we'll say like, oh, he's a bad person, but I can't judge him because that's how he was raised.
Oh yeah.
Like if someone in the street like comes up to you and like he bumps into you and just like pushes you, doesn't say anything, just keeps walking, and be like, that dude's going through something. Well, he got something that I don't know.
Remember, I was telling you guys. So remember the basketball game? So it ended because like I didn't even like say anything. Basically, the game was already gonna be over, and then it's a foul on me, and then I'm like, all right, whatever. And then as I'm walking away, this guy just pushes me. For no reason. Remember I told you guys about it?
Oh yeah.
And then I was telling them like, bro, here's the thing. I know that guy has to be going through something. You think like someone happy just does that? No. And then I told you guys like, I'm not gonna be the reason why he has an even worse thing. Whatever. Like I look at my life and I'm like, bro,
that's such a good way of like, looking at things, man. That like brings such a different perspective onto things.
Can I say real quick?
Go ahead.
So like I feel like I hold grudges at time, and like Megan, like do you care to explain like thoughts on like letting things go? Because I like your perspective on that.
Oh yeah, I feel like
I've been trying to learn that, and I feel like I've been doing
we recently like had like conversation about that, like not holding in so much anger, rather like loving people and forgiving people and showing compassion, because it's much more freeing. And like
that's
it's like
really
when you have so much anger in your heart, like it's like so heavy, you could feel that energy. But when you learn to like really love everyone,
that lead with love and everything, that's
even with your enemies,
because you don't know like what they've gone through, and like
their story.
I can really relate to that as well. It's because I've had like past experiences, and I've been like every time you think of it, you're like, fuck them, man. Like, it's like no, anytime I think of it and it comes in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna judge like how I feel. Like that's what it talks about in the 7 spiritual laws of success. Like one of the laws is don't judge anything. It's like it's not bad. It's not
stop
good.
judging what's good or bad.
And then just lead with love. It's like okay, cool. Like, I'm not gonna. Past is in the past. I'm not gonna judge that. It might be going through something. So that's cool. Just leave it like that, man. And it sounds. I'm making it sound so simple, but I've had to go through a lot of different stages and like feeling like different ways to get to this point. Like, do you know when you? Another thing is like, do you know when you hear people and like, you might be on TikTok, it's like they're telling you these things. It's like it's not like they've got it so simple. It's like they've had to like find out them things, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like that's the whole thing about my brand. It's what it's called, trust the process.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like literally just trust the process, and like if you're trying to be a better person every day, it's gonna, bro. And like even in 2 months, you're gonna be better than you was 2 months ago. So.
And what are your guys' thoughts? Like, for me, what I try to do is take every single day, day by day, step by step.
100%.
What are your guys' thoughts on that? And what do you guys do in your lives regarding that?
So I journal every day.
Oh yeah.
And then for that day, I try to do a to-do list. Sometimes I do too much to do and I end up doing it, and at the end of the day I'm like, oh my god, I'm so burnt out. But like I journal basically, and then I just try to take each day by how to say it?
Day by day,
step by step. And then if I do everything I was meant to do that day, okay, cool. And then if I don't, I'll do it the next day. And then like don't be too harsh on yourself if you've like haven't done everything you need to do, because you taking the steps trying to do even one task is better than probably, I was saying 90%, 99% of most people. So.
Mason, what would you say on that?
I would just say just like we were talking about him earlier. You know, Kung Fu Panda Master Oogway was talking about the past is the past, and the future is the future.
The best quote ever.
The present's a gift. So
Definitely.
I think you can't see, like for me, I'm a person that I worry way too much about little things like that don't even matter. Like if you think about it, like 5 years later, the stuff that you're worrying about today most likely will not matter. So you can't ruin your day by like something that hasn't even happened. You can't think about, wow, I got to do all this so I can be ready for Saturday or whatever, because it's not there. You don't even know what's going to happen before then. So you just have to take it one step at a time and do it at your own pace. And if you feel like you're going to get burnt out, take a break. It's okay. It's okay to take a break, because if you get burnt out, you're gonna lose that passion for what you love to do, because you can't just work on it all day, every day, and expect to not get tired. So.
And it's not bad to have like a day off where you just like reconnect with yourself, because if you burn yourself out and if you're like doing the, if you're not going about it smartly, you're just working and it's just like affecting you mentally, it's so much better. You're going to improve so much more and do so much more if you just take a day off and then get back to it the next day. Like, you're going to have a fresh mindset and you're going to be like feeling a lot better about what you're doing. So
yeah, very true.
It's not bad to just step back one day and be like, okay, cool. But that's not me saying, bro, watching Netflix, like go on your phone for the whole day. It's like literally take time for yourself. Like, do you know what I mean? Like read or like.
What my dad tells me is it's kind of like a car. Like, once it's about to run out of gas, what do you gotta do? You gotta go to the gas station, fill it up a little bit.
That's
and
fire,
it takes
bro.
time
That's cool.
to fill up the car. So it's kind of like that.
That's so sick. What the hell?
Yeah.
I never heard that before. That's
You can't be
crazy.
running life on empty. You can't be doing that.
Oh, that's
Can't be doing that.
That's fire. I need to use that clip from my TikTok videos. That is, bro, you should do a talking video to that.
Yeah.
And talk about it in your videos. That's crazy, bro. I've never heard about that before. That's fire, man.
Yeah. And what are your guys' thoughts on, like, you guys go on live, right?
Yeah.
And, like, how do you feel when you're talking to people and, like, what's, like, your passion in that?
I just love getting my message across and then communicating with people and making people feel better. Like, in my life, I probably know most people's names that come back and everything. Man, I'm
That's
so grateful.
that's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so grateful for them people that literally stay their whole life and talk and communicate. Like, they're taking time out of their day. People are like spending their money buying stuff for my brand, like hard-earned money. It's like, I'm grateful, and I know like it's hard to get money. Like, it's hard to like work in a job that you don't really want to work in. It's like, if you're spending that stuff on me, I'm grateful for you. Like, if you're spending time out of your day to listen to me, I'm grateful. Like, time is more.
Time is money.
Time is money, man. And it's like, I'm just hella grateful, and I just love speaking to people. And I know, Mason, you can, you definitely feel good
Yeah,
about
so
this as well.
I like talking to the same people every night. I usually go live probably for like 2 hours out of the day. I usually do it at night, play some music, talk to the people in there. And there's always, like, it's crazy because you see like the same, like there's always that same 10 people that always come back, whether there's like 100 people in your live or like 50 or 20, whatever. Those 10 people are always there, and it's just crazy to see. Like,
It's the best for you.
like they might be, you have to think about those people, they might be looking forward to like watching your stuff every day, and that might actually be changing their
That
life.
can make their day.
Yeah, so I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
man.
and then people come in there asking me questions. I think it's just a good way to like interact with people, because in the comments it's something, but when you actually hear someone, like, you're talking and you're trying to figure something out, it actually means a lot. And so that makes me happy, it makes them happy, so I'm just glad like there's a platform to be able to do it.
You just need like those loyal followers that
Yeah.
will like watch all of your stuff and like
Yeah.
engage on all of your stuff.
Like, I just look at it as like, if I'm helping like 10, 20, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care how many people, as long as I'm helping somebody, making their day a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's what matters. So
And like on this topic as well, like for my music, it's like I feel like at this point I'm like getting fans, but I'm doing it. It's like one by one. So I love the process of it. Like, if people start listening to my music, I'm grateful. I'm literally so grateful that you actually listen to my music, and I'm appreciating that. And literally like what you were saying, like if I can like help people like with my music, even like let's just say like 10 people, I'm happy. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just excited for what the future has to come. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Has to come for the yeah.
What's to come in the
What's to come in the future? Yeah,
yeah.
like this is just the beginning. Yeah, this is literally just the beginning. So.
And I know we're on a serious talk, but real quick for the audience, you guys want to do something funny real quick?
what are we doing?
What's the funniest thing that's ever, or like weirdest thing that's ever happened to you guys while I'm live?
Oh my god!
I can't say to some of the stuff that I've got, but
It's weird, man.
Just know that
it ruins the whole vibe. You like be the vibe everyone is. Then someone was like, bro, I was on live there the other day. Like, I was like, had my, it was like 8 a.m. Sun was sun was nice, and then someone was like, step back a sec. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what is this? Like, everyone short shorts, man. And then like, bro, they say take your shorts off. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, but bro, everyone knows if you go live on TikTok, there's just strange people.
like, you can think of like stuff in your head of like how to say like something, the worst thing you can think of, and I've heard it.
Bro, that's not even the worst thing, bro. Like that.
I can't say most of the stuff that I've seen.
Bro, that was I don't know how like extreme I can say.
But like the people that
I don't think I told you.
are loyal there, and like
Yeah, I think you could say it, just don't like
I wouldn't
You know.
say it.
I wouldn't say it, bro.
If you want to.
We'll tell off.
Yeah,
camera.
say it off camera.
But yeah. So,
I'll tell
but
you.
like, I mean, there's a lot of funny people. There's a lot of people that come in and say dumb stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still good because you're talking to those people that actually want to be there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what's life without like people saying dumb stuff?
Yeah.
Bro, and even if people hate, bro, I can't explain to you guys. I love hate. Like, I love it. It's like I'm doing something good. Once you start getting hate, it's like you're doing
That
something
means you're
good, man.
doing something right.
Bro, for real. And it's like, once you start doing something good, people always gonna have
It's
something
just
to
like
say.
saying like no one's gonna be like better than you hating. Like,
Bro,
I have a quote that I just came up with. If you want to be great, you have to receive hate.
yeah.
Put them on the
I have another quote. Hey, I have another quote on that. If they hate, you great.
Yeah, literally, man. Like, and it's like not a reflection on you, bro. It's just like they're going through something. Anytime someone says something bad in my life, I'm like, alright, bro. I don't know why you said that, but have a good day, man. Like, I hope you're all good.
Yeah.
Like,
I've kept people in my lives like that. They might even see this, but like I keep them in my lives that like they just say negative things like over and over again. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna change you. Like you keep staying here.
Yeah.
And then like one person was like hating on me like for like days. Like he would just come in. Yeah, like it was like a kid, like a 12-year-old kid. So you know, like they just joke around. But he was in there, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna change your perspective. Like you're not gonna hate me, I promise. And then like 5 days later, like he started saying like. He was saying like some stuff that was still like kind of negative, but you know he was like moving up, and then eventually he's like gained a little bit more of a positive mindset. So you know, because like how are you gonna constantly hate on someone that's nice to you? Like you know how hard that is. Like someone's like I hate you, and you're like I love you, man, and they're like what?
Yeah, they get confused.
They're like what do you mean? Yeah, like, I mean it's just
yeah, bro. I
that's how you
seen some
gotta-
like Amigo thing. It was like people in like Amigo, and then they were trying to go around hating.
Omegle, nah.
And then that place is just like
Omego's a scary place to be.
you don't want to be on.
Yeah.
What happens there?
And then it was like a video, and then it was like oh, have a good day, man. I was like, your hair's looking really nice, and the guy was just trying to crown him. It's like, damn, bro, I don't even know how I'm gonna crown you right now, bro. He just compliment. He's like blushing and everything. It's like, do you know what I mean, bro? It's like,
Yeah, when someone shows hate to you, you can either leave or you can show them love.
just,
Yeah.
like,
Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time
it's
hating.
genuinely
Yeah.
nothing to do with you. They've probably got some stuff going on, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got a lot talked about.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Dang.
That's pretty good.
All right, so
Megan,
close
you
it
wanna
off?
wrap up?
That was
Yeah.
fire, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah, I
that was
loved
so
our
cool.
podcast. By the
So
way. Good
real
job,
quick, I
man.
want to thank you, Mason, North, for helping
cool,
out
man.
with the podcast, coming out, taking an hour of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool,
You gotta
bro.
hit up the
Guys.
TikTok
Easy
and the
guests.
brand.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
blow this up.
You got North, TTP,
Yeah, man.
Mason.
We're gonna put
I love your
Motivational
tattoo,
Tools.
by the way.
Oh, thank you. I
You know,
appreciate
so-
it.
all you guys'
Seven.
links, your
Thank you.
Spotify, everything, TikToks.
Yeah, it'll be
And,
fine, man.
anything you guys want to say? One last thing for the viewers.
You want me to go?
That's it.
Literally just trust the process, and if you keep trying every day, you're gonna achieve what you want to achieve, man. And watch in the next coming years where the music's gonna be. You'll see me on the big
Sure.
stages soon. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna look back at this.
Bro, for real.
Be like,
It'll
he
be
said
like,
it.
do you know, you see the memes? It's like North, like Travis Scott before. Have you seen that? You've definitely seen that photo of Travis Scott performing on stage when there's like a couple of people there, and then there's another photo of him like thousands, 100,000, probably not 100,000, probably like 10,000 people like in the stage. That's how it's gonna be, man. But yeah, I'm excited.
Be like, if no one else has told you that they love you today, I love you, man. Love you.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, wherever you're watching this. I just hope it's great. Just know that if no one else is here for you, we're here for you. We got you.
That's fine,
Hope you have a great day.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and
Thank you,
we'll be
guys.
back
We'll
next
close
week
it
with
off.
another episode. Love
Another
you guys.
guest.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
and I'll
forget
put
to
all the
subscribe.
links down below. Make sure you follow them on TikTok. Listen to his music on Spotify.
Yes, sir.
Do
And
everything,
don't forget
please.
to follow his TikTok.
I love you guys.